Every movie fan has their favorite superhero, supervillain, or offbeat comic book star that they would love to see done justice on the big screen. It's one thing to be kept waiting years to see it, but it can hurt so much more when a beloved character's debut is a disappointment. Here are Screen Rant's 10 comic book characters who deserve a better movie. Kitty Pryde. Thanks to the X-Men series of movies, people might think that Ellen Page's version of Kitty Pryde is a permanent sidekick. But the mutant ability to phase through objects or people is just the start of what makes her unique. She developed into one of the most experienced X-Men since her introduction. She was even chosen by writer Joss Whedon as the star of his astonishing X-Men. Who wouldn't want a movie about a girl who can kick, grab, or tackle people through walls? Or if pushed, phase a moon-sized bullet right through planet Earth? Well, that's what we thought. The Incredible Hulk. It's sad to think that fans are still begging for a home run Hulk movie after the green-skinned hero has already had 2 solo films. Hopefully Marvel starts to realize that Bruce Banner's mythology is as complicated as any comic hero. He's had his personality split, traveled to faraway planets, and even waged war on all of Earth's superheroes. How his films keep being dragged down by a cookie-cutter romance is really a disgrace. Gambit. The Raging Cajun got his big screen debut as a backup player in X-Men Origins Wolverine, but this Gambit had almost nothing in common with his fan-favorite comic book and cartoon source material. Blessed with a knack for theft and the ability to give objects immeasurable kinetic energy, the solo movie following Remy LeBeau's Louisiana hijinks should be as slick a superhero movie as they come. Hopefully the Channing Tatum movie in development will come a little closer to matching the hero's coolness. Cyclops. Thanks to the X-Men movies, the world knows Cyclops best as the joyless, rule-loving rival to the ultra-cool Wolverine, who could shoot lasers out of his eyes. That's a tragic definition of one of the most powerful, courageous, and dependable mutants in Marvel history. Even without his powers, Scott Summers is a born leader, willing to do or become whatever's necessary to get the job done. He should be on the same level as Captain America in the movies. And let's make one point clear. As long as Cyclops is alive to fight, mutant kind will never be beaten. Catwoman. In the age of superheroes who are either squeaky clean or beyond saving, you'd think that a character like Catwoman would thrive. Sure, she's a thief and master criminal in general, but she knows where to draw the line, and she helps Batman when he's in need, as in save him or he'll die. The solo movie Catwoman got was an absolute disaster, and most of the problems were due to the fact that the movie character had almost nothing in common with the source material. Give us a Catwoman as compelling and confident as the comics, and Ben Affleck's Batman will have met his match. Green Lantern. No fan of DC Comics needs to be told that the Green Lantern movie fell short of its hero's mythology. We can only hope that Warner Brothers makes sure they get the Justice League hero right the second time around. And he should be a hit, since his superpower is quite literally whatever he can imagine made real by his magical ring. As every other blockbuster tries to find a new way to destroy Earth, there's no better time for a Green Lantern movie to head into an even bigger scale, uniting an army of Lantern space cops to protect the universe, not just one planet. Venom. Ask any Spider-Man fan who the web-slinger's greatest enemy is, and they might disagree. But ask them which is the coolest, and it's Venom every time. The version of the alien-human hybrid that movie fans got in Spider-Man 3 was a disappointment from start to finish. It can only help that a writer, director, or studio will finally realize that a black-suited beast with Spider-Man's powers and none of his do-gooder attitude isn't just a villain, but a potential franchise all on its own. John Constantine. He may not get the headlines or press of his superpowered Justice League comrades, but when the League can't handle a magical threat, it's John Constantine they call. He operates on a level that DC's brightest stars can't even touch, inhabiting a shadowy world of demons and angels that most never even noticed. The Constantine movie actually got much of the attitude and fiction right, but if a movie committed to creating a hero as ruthless, nasty, and downright unlikable as the real John Constantine, the result would be something refreshing. Heck, we'll even settle for Justice League Dark. Black Widow. Sure, Scarlett Johansson has helped make Black Widow a household name alongside the Avengers, but without a superpower, she's a long way from a starring role in a Marvel movie of her own. Fans love the Winter Soldier's grounded style, so imagine what they'd do with a dark, sinister spy story following Black Widow doing what she does best, operating in the shadows as S.H.I.E.L.D's top covert operative. So far, fans have only heard about the death-defying missions she survived with Hawkeye at her side. So what's keeping Marvel from giving us an entire movie devoted to the same badass leading lady? Robin. He may be forever known as Batman's sidekick, but comic fans know that every version of Robin is deserving of a spotlight all to himself. We've got Dick Grayson, who gets promoted to Nightwing, one of the most badass characters of DC's 1990s era. Or Tim Drake, the only Robin to apply for the job, and an even better detective than Batman, not to mention the leader of the Teen Titans. Even if Hollywood gave the spotlight to Jason Todd, the former Robin who became the murderous vigilante Red Hood, DC fans would know that they're in for a one-of-a-kind story. Those are just a handful of the comic book heroes or villains that deserve better movies than the garbage they've gotten so far. Which other comic book stars do you think have been given a bad rap by Hollywood? Educate us in the comments, and remember to subscribe to Screen Rant for more super videos like this one.